Welcome back. You're watching Network Africa, coming to you live from Lagos. You can get all our top stories on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Please visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device, especially for our viewers outside West Africa. Just log on to channelstv.com and you are live with us. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. In a bid to tackle the ongoing crisis in Burundi before it becomes unbearable, the United Nations Security Council has unanimously adopted a resolution aimed at ending the violence in that country. The French drafted Resolution 2248, circulated following consultations on Burundi, condemns the human rights abuses and violence in the country and promises it will bolster the presence of African Union observers and international peacekeeping forces. Addressing reporters at the UN headquarters in New York, Matthew Rycroft, British permanent representative to the United Nations, said the resolution sent a united signal to all parties in Burundi to engage in dialogue and refrain from inciting violence. Now, the civil unrest erupted in April in Bujumbura after the ruling party elected President Pierre Nkurunziza as its candidate.
You know, we talk a lot about conflict prevention in general. Well, here is a very specific potential conflict which has been flagged up by the international community for many months now. We know how high the stakes are from the briefings that we all heard on Monday. We know that in the worst case, what we are talking about is a possible genocide, and we know that we have to do everything that we possibly can to prevent that. And the Secretary General and the United Nations have a very significant set of potential tools of measures that they can use, ranging from sanctions, political, peacekeeping, and all of those things, I hope, will be part of the report back from the Secretary General in 15 days.
Political and religious leaders in Central African Republic are seeking to assure the Vatican on the safety of Pope Francis ahead of a November visit, as the United Nations also prepares to ramp up troops come November the 28th to 29th, where Pope Francis will be visiting that country. Pope Francis is scheduled to visit the country, of course, amid intensifying violence in a 2-year inter-religious conflict that has put most Muslim rebels against Christian militias. The Pope hinted in a speech that his trip could be cancelled in early November, and the first indication the trip may be in jeopardy. Meanwhile, UN officials say its peacekeeping mission, MINUSCA, plans to add an extra 750 troops and 140 police in time for December elections set to end a transition period. Tripoli government has indicted a UAE soldier of illegal espionage. He has been placed under investigation following irrefutable evidence from his documents and computer. The soldier, identified as Yusuf Sakil Ahmad Mubarak, was arrested in Tripoli after intelligence was uncovered about his activities, which shows he is spying on the Tripoli government for a foreign country.
Libya's self-declared government in Tripoli has arrested a United Arab Emirates soldier and placed him under investigation for spying after finding evidence among his documents and on his computer. The head of the Attorney General's Investigations Department, Sadiq Al-Sur, says the soldier, identified as Yusuf Saka Ahmad Mubarak, was arrested in Tripoli after intelligence was uncovered about his activities. Saka says he was being looked after while the investigation continues. Thank God I'm in good health. To be honest, they treat me as if I'm a Libyan. Not more or less. They take care of me, and I thank God I have been able to communicate with my family in the Emirates. I just want to reassure my family and brothers in the UAE as they are doing everything they can for me on these routine procedures, and I hope to be finished with all of this soon, God willing. The arrest comes after Tripoli officials complained of UN bias in peace negotiations with their rivals, following reports that the UN envoy for Libya would be leaving for a job in the United Arab Emirates Diplomatic Academy.
Let's take another short break on Network Africa. When we come back, the United Nations World Food Programme launches an app to help feed the hungry around the world.